All right, hole number 8. We're going to go for trial number 2 here. This, in my opinion, is pretty much the most unfair hole that they set up on this entire setup. I'm a little disappointed that they choose to go with a wind like this. You know, I'm assuming there's going to be guys that can get slight headwind, slight tailwind. 2 different versions of wind here. And the slight variations that you can get, you know, disallow certain people to be able to go for the green. And then other guys, you know, they can get up here on the fringe. So it's really, you know, really not a good hole that they set up here. This was a really, you know, bad setup. And this is one of the reasons, this is the main reason here that I'm almost saying if you don't have a POC 6, if you don't have a POC 7, you may just want to bow out of this tournament and just go to Master. It's a much fairer setup. You know, weak clubs can still do well in Master. And if you're not being able to put up, you know, 16, 17, 18 under, you know, skipping this expert could be very, you know, prudent to do. So let's take a look here. First off, just want to get, you know, a general ballpark. I'm thinking, you know, right around 8 rings here. So we're going to try to land right around this plane, give or take 5 rings there. 8's going to push me somewhere over here. Other than that, you know, I'm not going to max out my curl here. I'm probably going to use maybe about 70, 60, 70. Oh, jeez. A good ball. Can you believe that? That's just terrible. So this may end up in the rough. Oh, whew. Nope, it's wow. So my line might have been just a little bit too aggressive there. You know, when I was counting, I might, you know, I'm sure I went more than 8 rings, but for a good ball, you know, there's no way I went 11 rings. So, which means that I might have just been just a little bit under with the curl that I needed. The land zone was pretty good. You know, it did land just a little bit left of what I'm trying to do. I try to get a little bit more aggressive to the bunker and then just try to use that curl to create a better angle. So if you can keep away from the rough and, you know, get more towards the bunker, what you can do with all that extra curls, you can create a better angle to where the second and third bounces don't clip the rough. I thought there was a good chance that it was going to great ball there. Or clip the rough on the edge, but, you know, apparently I really did scale back the curl a little bit more than I was trying to do there. This pitch is going to be downright nasty. Even if you tried to set up here and try to play the, you know, the run out shot, it's really, really going to be tough to do. I will go for it just so you guys can see it, but also check out my other video. You know, I assume this is right around mid club. This is probably as close as I'd feel comfortable as actually getting this to actually fall. But look how much that ball guide has changed just from like a ring. It's significant. It's really going to be hard to get a consistent rollout. You can see how up and down this green is. And, you know, it's just going to be very, very tough to get this to run out the way that you want. So here you can see that it does miss off the edge. And that's one of the reasons you might want to check out my other video. I'm pretty sure I went for a dunk. I'm almost positive. Oh, no. Shoot, I didn't. Crap. So what I would typically do there is I would actually typically, if it was me, I would dunk it. So, you know, I just wanted to kind of show you that pitch. But if you can start working on that dunk calculation, I did it in Master. So if you wanted to check it out just to see the method, it's going to be a very, very similar type setup. So you can check out my Master guide. As you can see, we can get up there on the fringe. On the fringe, there's going to be a very, very good chance. And with a POC 7, those guys are going to be able to drive it to the hole. So that's what I was mentioning about the advantage here. So if you're uncomfortable with that advantage, you know, guys being up there by the green, they're going to be able to make those eagles and be able to almost make this automatic by the weekend. It's just going to take a couple of rehearsals. So with that in mind, you know, just might be something that you should be thinking about, maybe going to the Master for this tournament, because this setup is just set up for guys with, you know, all the best clubs and balls in the game can just annihilate this setup. This is one of the most, you know, easiest setups I've ever seen. Let me put it to you that way. If they're only missing just, you you know, if about 2 of these par 3s were just a little bit easier, you know, they set up a really tough par 3, which is hole number 4, which is going to be, you know, very tricky, and the Juniper Point one, which has kind of a, you know, weird bouncing fairway. You know, if those were just marginally easier, this would be the easiest setup, you know, manageable. Like, because hole 2, the Netto Castle one, is going to be very, very holdable, you know, just by watching my guide. But good luck with that 8th hole, guys, and I'll see you guys on 9 to close this thing out.